Hey there, fellow cat slaves. Let's be real, sometimes our feline overlords can be straight-up weirdos. Like seriously, what are they thinking with that whole hairball coughing in the middle of the night thing? But have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, your cat's bizarre behavior is actually a cry for help? I know, it sounds dramatic, but hear me out. What if Mittens isn't actually possessed by the spirit of a grumpy old man who hates feathers? What if she's just bored? That's right, folks. Behind those adorable little murder mitten paws could be a mind so starved for stimulation it's about to lose its marbles. So buckle up, Buttercup, because today we're diving deep into the wacky world of cat boredom. We're talking 10 telltale signs your furry friend might be more bored than a goldfish in a teacup. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Okay, first up, let's talk about the meow. We all know cats love a good meow session. It's their way of communicating, demanding food, or judging our life choices. But if your cat sounds like it's auditioning for the lead role in a feline opera, it might be a sign they're bored out of their little kitty minds. Think about it. You're stuck inside with nothing but reruns of the Golden Girls and a bag of stale chips. You'd probably start yelling at the TV too, right? Same goes for your cat. Except instead of Betty White, they're stuck watching you fold laundry. And let's be honest, nobody wants to watch that. So if your cat's meow is starting to sound more desperate than a bachelorette party after they cut off the tequila shots, it's time to take notice. They're trying to tell you something, and it's not, "I love the way you smell like dryer sheets." They're bored, fam. Remember when Mr. Whiskers used to spend his days napping in sunbeams and looking adorable? Yeah, well, those days are over. Because boredom has turned your precious furball into a four-legged agent of chaos. Suddenly, your houseplants are looking more like chew toys, and your new curtains are now a stylish scratching post. Look, I get it. It's hard to resist the urge to unleash your inner Godzilla when you're bored. But your cat's idea of a good time shouldn't involve destroying your entire living room. So if you find yourself constantly saying things like, "No, Mittens, that's not your scratching post," or "Bad kitty, put down the houseplant," it's time for an intervention. We've all been there, bored, restless, and suddenly craving an entire pizza. But while we can order takeout or raid the pantry, our feline friends are at the mercy of our feeding schedules. And when boredom strikes, those carefully measured portions just don't cut it. So, what's a bored cat to do? In their tiny little minds, the solution is simple. Convince their human, that's you, that they're starving to death. Cue the pathetic meows, the rubbing against your legs like they haven't eaten in weeks, and the relentless staring at the food bowl. Don't fall for it. Sleeping Beauty or bored stiff, decoding your cat's nap schedule. Let's be real, cats are professional nappers. They could sleep through a hurricane, a marching band, and even your attempts at getting them to wear that adorable little hat you bought online. But even cats have their limits, and when boredom sets in, those naps start to look less like relaxation and more like a desperate attempt to escape the monotony. Think about it. If you were stuck at home with nothing to do, wouldn't you want to sleep the day away too? Okay, bad example, but you get the point. If your cat is suddenly logging more hours than a truck driver on a cross-country road trip, it's time to wake up and smell the catnip. They're bored, my friend. Toy box tragedy. When even the best catnip mouse can't cut it. Remember that awesome new cat toy you just bought? The one with the feathers and the bells and the sparkly things that cats supposedly go crazy for? Yeah, well, your bored cat doesn't even acknowledge its existence. It's like that toy is invisible, lost in the abyss of forgotten cat toys under the couch. And who can blame them? When you're bored, even the most exciting toys lose their appeal. It's like watching the same episode of your favorite show on repeat. Eventually, even the catchiest theme song starts to grate on your nerves. So, if your cat's once beloved toys are now gathering dust, it's time to switch things up. Stage 5. Clinger when your cat becomes your shadow, literally. Congratulations. You've officially become the most interesting thing in your cat's life. Don't get too excited though. This isn't because you've suddenly developed the ability to shoot lasers out of your fingertips, although that would be pretty cool. It's because your cat is bored. Like, really, really bored. And since you're the only other living being within a 10-foot radius, you've become their default source of entertainment. So, prepare yourself for a level of clinginess that would make even the most affectionate dog jealous. Cats are notoriously clean creatures. They take pride in their appearance, spending countless hours meticulously grooming themselves to perfection. But even for cats, there's such a thing as too much of a good thing. And when boredom sets in, that's exactly what happens. Suddenly, every spare moment becomes an opportunity to lick, groom, and repeat. We're talking marathon grooming sessions that would put even the most dedicated beauty blogger to shame. And while a little extra grooming never hurt anyone, excessive licking can actually lead to skin problems. So if your cat's self-grooming habits are starting to resemble a bad infomercial, it's time to intervene. Remember those cute little play bites your cat used to give you? The ones that felt more like love nibbles than actual bites? Yeah, well, those days are gone. Because boredom has a way of turning even the sweetest cats into tiny terrors with claws. Suddenly, your ankles are fair game for sneak attacks, and your hands are now considered interactive chew toys. And don't even think about trying to walk past them without bracing yourself for a full-on pounce attack. It's like living with a miniature furry ninja who's taken a few too many karate classes. Remember those epic late-night zoomies? The ones that involved your cat racing around the house like they just discovered the secret to unlimited energy? Yeah, well, those days are long gone, because boredom has officially sucked the life out of your once energetic feline. Now, instead of bouncing off the walls, your cat is more likely to be found sprawled out on the couch, looking about as enthusiastic as a teenager, forced to go to their grandma's house for the weekend. Just when you thought it was safe to finally get some sleep, your cat decides it's time for their nightly performance. And by performance, I mean a symphony of meows, yowls, and chirps that would put even the most talented opera singer to shame. Look, I get it. Cats are nocturnal creatures. They're wired to be up and about while we're sleeping soundly. But when boredom is added to the mix, those nighttime antics reach a whole new level of annoying. It's like your cat has suddenly decided that your sleep is optional, and that their need for attention trumps your desire to not wake up feeling like you got run over by a truck. So, there you have it, folks. 10 telltale signs your cat might be more bored than a hamster on a wheel. But before you start panicking, remember that a little boredom never killed anyone. Except maybe that goldfish in the teacup, but that's a story for another time. The good news is there are plenty of ways to keep your feline friend entertained and out of trouble. From puzzle feeders and interactive toys to simply spending more quality time with your furry companion, the possibilities are endless. Want to learn more about how to turn your bored cat into a purring machine of happiness? Click the video on the screen right now to unlock a world of cat entertainment secrets. You and your cat will be glad you did.